Telling you, I mean, this was unprecedented. This is something that I didn't expect. As a matter of fact, we took all the precautions. I can say safely that most Barbudans, if not all, took the storm seriously and ensured that we were prepared in terms of securing our homes, lives, and whatever else we needed to secure. But I can tell you, when the storm started, I mean, the storm surge where I lived, the water came up to my knees, almost to my waist. And I'm telling you, I've never experienced anything like that. Water and wind, me and my wife and my son. And we were so scared that, you know, my wife she didn't hold up very well. We tried to leave the house, but the wind was so powerful and the water was so high. And my gate was blocked with debris. My vehicle was submerged and we had no choice. So I just told my wife, listen, let's just go in the bathroom, get on top of the counter in the bathroom, and let's just, you know, bear it out there. Luckily in the morning somebody managed to come down to our house and so on, but I'm telling you, it is not something that I wish for my worst enemy. This was really, really bad. Well, I'm advising every Barbudan, everybody who has an opportunity to leave, prioritizing children, the elderly, and even women to really take heed to it, because I'm telling you, 95% of the properties here in Barbuda are damaged. 90% of us are in need of something, and I can tell there's a lot of homeless people here. People literally have nowhere to sleep and live. I myself slept in water last night with my wife and so on. So it's a very bad situation, and it can only be worse if another storm, you know, hits us again shortly. So the advice is to leave if you can, and you can save property after. But life is important. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, recovery effort is going to take a while, and for us to get back to where we were is going to take at least another 6 to 8 years. I think right now it's about survival. The island is short on water, not only drinking water, but water for sanitation, for your bathroom, and so on. Because right now what has happened is that the seawater has infiltrated the good water in the wells and so on. So water is a problem. So I think, you know, this is going to take years. I mean, we have to rebuild an island, rebuild an economy. Infrastructure is totally gone. I mean, all the public buildings are damaged, communication is out. I mean, the hotels, all the hotels on the island, significantly. I just got word today from the manager of the Cocoa Point that for sure they're not even thinking of reopening the hotel for this year. So, you know, God has to help us, and I know He will, because, you know, He's a mighty God. And I just call on the Prime Minister to bring the country together and let us work in the interest of the people so that all of us can have a speedy recovery.
Have you seen Nibs? Speaking of the Prime Minister, have you seen Nibs?
I've seen Minister Nibs around. He has been doing what he can as well, but the question is, how much can you do? You know, in a situation like this, I would imagine it's about coordinating relief efforts, etc., etc. But I think we need to have a national come together in terms of how do we rebuild Barbuda? Do we go on the same path? And, you know, what it is that everybody can be part of the process, and we can, you know, have a better life.